Hi everybody, it's Pink Jatan here, the natural beauty both inside and out. Last week's show was about luscious lips and how to have soft, beautiful lips, smooth, soft lips. And then I told you at the end of last week that we were going to go into nail care. But before we go into nail care, which I believe we're going to do next week instead, I had a question from one of my subscribers. And that was how to keep her lipstick from bleeding onto the skin around her lips. So there are two things that I'm going to show you today. I'm actually going to do a demonstration and apply lipstick and show you how that's done. And talk about the two ways to keep lipstick from bleeding onto the skin around your mouth. Okay, so step number one, always remembering before applying lipstick or lip gloss to put a nice lip balm on your lips. This one I keep in my purse. It has a little bit of peppermint oil in it, or one with tea tree oil, and we talked about that last week. So after you do that, then you're going to take your foundation, whatever that is. I use a pressed powder because it has more of a natural look to it. I apply it first with a brush, and then I smooth it in with a sponge. Now these sponges come in all different kinds of shape. This is the shape I've been using for years. So they come in a cone shape, they come in triangle shapes, whatever you like. This is what I like. So after I've done all my foundation, my eyebrows, my eyeshadow, my eyelashes, my blush, everything, I always do my lips last. I make sure to put on a little bit of lip balm like I just did, and then I take my brush, or excuse me, my sponge, and I just rub it across the edges of my lips, okay? Now, I'm not gonna stick my lips out there and purposely put it on my lips, but I let it go across the edges of my lips. That is one way to keep the lipstick from bleeding onto your skin, is because you have now filled those tiny, tiny little cracks with a little bit of makeup that keeps it from bleeding off, okay? And then the next thing, this is like the most valuable thing in makeup, lip liner. A lot of people don't use lip liner, but I learned this in modeling school and years later after modeling. Lip liner is the main thing that helps to line your lips. It gives it a pretty effect for one. You can use it for effects, but it also keeps that lipstick from bleeding into the fine lines around your mouth because it fills them with this. So I'm going to do a little demonstration and show you what I do. The first thing that I do, as I showed you, is putting some foundation actually on my lips. The next thing I do is I get my mirror. Now, as you know, these mirrors are two-sided. I actually use the magnified side for doing my lips because I want them nice and big, like they could get any bigger, so I can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so I take my lip liner. Now, it is important to get a lip liner if you want to do the ombre effect, which is the effect that I'm going to do today. That means the outside of your lips are darker, and as it moves in, the color is lighter. If you want to use that effect, then you have to get a lip liner that's a shade or two darker than the color of your lipstick. If you just want regular lipstick, no ombre effects or anything, try to get your lip liner exactly as close to the shade of your lipstick as possible. If you can't get the exact same color, it is always better to go darker than lighter, okay? So, first thing I do is line my lips. Now, it's important to remember, if you have thinner lips and you want a little bit of a fuller lip effect, then you're going to actually line your lip either right on your natural lip line or just under your lip line, just outside of your lip, okay? Now, I already have full lips. I don't need to do anything to make my lips look bigger. So what I do is line just inside my lip line, or sometimes right on it. So either right on it or inside, going closer onto your lips, makes your lips look a little smaller. Going right on line or just outside of the lips is going to make your lips look a little fuller. Okay, after I do the bottom, I usually go around a couple times to make sure the line is nice and even. Then I do the top. Now, let me show you what that should look like. Okay, so my lips are lined. Now, the second thing that I do, let's go back to lip liner for just a second. Make sure you get a quality pencil sharpener. I will tell you that the plastic ones, the blade doesn't seem to be as sharp as the metal ones. I got this metal sharpener from Sally's. It is the best for keeping your lip liners and your eyeliners sharp, okay? So after I do that, I apply this. Is actually what they call a lip paint, a lip stain, a matte lipstick. And what it actually does is it goes underneath my lipstick. It is the same exact color as my lipstick, so that as I'm drinking or eating or talking and my lipstick wears off just a little, I still have color. Now, a lot of people are into the matte lipsticks and matte lip stains. I personally don't like them. They make my lips feel really dry, and I don't like that dry look on my lips. I like my lips to look soft and shiny, you know, and a little wet. I mean, obviously not wet lips, that's kind of gross. But, you know, I want them to look moist. That's the word, moist. So that's why I particularly don't like mattes, but this is what this is. It's a matte. So I'm going to apply this and show you how I do it with my magnified side of my mirror, of course. Now, after I apply that, you have to let it dry, which doesn't take long. Let me show you what that looks like up close. Now, a couple things to remember when applying that lip stain. I go just inside where I put the lip liner, and only one coat. I made a mistake of when I first bought this of trying to do the matte, and I put on several coats because I wanted it a little darker than the color it actually is now. What happened was, the moment that it dried, which it dries pretty fast, it is completely dry. Once it dried, it started to peel and flake off, almost like paint. You know, a paint that's on a surface that's oily, it just dries and then peels off. So it was peeling off of my lips. So you don't want to put this on heavy. So if you want a darker color, don't put on more. You're gonna have to buy a darker color, okay? So once I do that, then to do I could stop right here, but to do the ombre effect, I go back to my lip liner. And now I just make the lip line fatter, thicker than the original line. So I'm going to go on top of the matte. So watch this. See how the line is thicker? Let me show you what that looks like. Now, the final step is the actual lipstick. So this is a same color lipstick as the lip stain or the matte lipstick. It's a regular lipstick, so it's moist and it's gonna give my lips a little bit of shine. This just goes right on top, slightly going over the lip line, the stick, okay? So that way it gives that ombre effect. So of course, using my magnifier to make sure I go right over it. Let me show you what that looks like. So that right there, ladies, is how you get luscious lips. And when you drink or talk, use a straw and drink off of a glass, some of the lipstick will come off, but you'll always have color because of the matte lip stain that is underneath. Now, there's one more trick you need to learn for wearing lipstick. And as most of you might know who has wore red, hot pink, or purple lipstick, it's not just on your lips, but it's on your teeth. How do you keep lipstick off of your teeth? One of the things that we learn in modeling is to use your thumb. You actually put your thumb in your mouth as far as you can. And I'll see how I have lipstick on my hand? That's the lipstick that would have been on the part of my lips that would touch my teeth when talking. Or you can just do this and wipe it off of the inside part. But because I have the stain on, there's still gonna be some color. I hope that helped you. Any other questions about any other things, just let me know. Make sure you subscribe to my page so you can get reminders on new shows every Monday. Make sure you look me up on Instagram at pink_Jatan or on Facebook at pinkjatan. So until next time, ladies, bye-bye.